Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and as you can see, we are back in Rivendell, and Hethlin would like to speak with
We
us.
are met in time of need, and
Med-
it is a joy to see you.
Medriel, we are met in time of need, and it is a joy to see you. You must have received my message, for little else could have brought you hither with such haste. I did not dare to speak openly of the reason for Master Elrond's request in my letter, for fear that the message might be intercepted. I apologize for drawing you here with so little information, for Master Elrond will explain in detail what I could not. Speak, if you're ready. We will go to him together, and he will tell you what has prompted his call.
Master Elrond awaits.
Master Elrond awaits. Quickly, Madriel. It is my understanding that any delay will serve to do us great harm, so let us act with haste. And once again, it is a
Messages
solo.
have come from Lothlorien. Messages that cannot be ignored. My sons have returned from the wild, and together they and a hero of Eriador must respond to these tidings with decisive action.
Very good, Medriel. Perhaps now we will have an answer for why this haste is necessary. Is that Eladin? It is. Perhaps he will have some answers for us. Eladin, you have returned from your camp in the wild. Indeed, the promise of war has brought my brother and me back to the house of our father. War? Not here in Imladris. Indeed. No, Pelithan, not yet. My brother and I ride to war in the south. Medriel, this concerns you as well. My father waits for us in the Hall of Fire. What urgent matter could have brought the sons of Elrond back from the wild? What can be done when the future is so uncertain? Well, the future is always uncertain. That's the only certain thing about it. I am pleased you received my summons, Medriel. I apologize for being so close as to the reason for its urgency, but there are dangers on the road, and I did not wish any information that might do us harm to fall into the hands of evil men. 2 days ago, courier horses arrived in Rivendell bearing messages from Lorien. The messages were short, but even in their brevity, they caused me pause. The messages are from Lady Galadriel. I understand some of their meaning, but I can only guess at the full import of her words. You know the secret company that set forth from Imladris in December, Medriel. We know they stayed for a time in Lothlorien, healing from their hurts. They have moved on from the safety of that land, sailed down the river Anduin with all secrecy. Do you fear for the success of their mission, Medriel? They are strong of heart and true of purpose, Father. They will not falter in it. I wonder. This is the message I received from Galadriel of Lorien 2 days ago. Aragorn has need of his kindred. Let the Dunedain ride to him in Rohan. What is Aragorn doing in Rohan? None of the plans we discussed should have brought him there. If Lady Galadriel says Aragorn is in Rohan, he surely is, or will be. That is so. We must gather the Dunedain, the rangers of Eriador. You must do this, Medriel. You know the roads and paths of Eriador, Medriel. You must bring this news to the rangers. The rangers will uphold their oath. They will become the great company and ride to the aid of their chief. I will meet you in the library to discuss this charge. Walk to the library in the house of Elrond. Although we don't really walk, More like run everywhere. Still. I do like the change they made to the Hall of Fire. Yeah, yes indeed. Elrond's house does look a lot better than it used to. Oh, wrong door. The Lady Arwen catches your eye and smiles a greeting. I know the messages from my grandmother, Medriel, and I know too that my father has asked you to gather the Dunedain, that they may ride south to the aid of Aragorn. We knew this day would come, he and I, and have both long prepared for its arrival. It has been my part to craft an item of beauty and of use, an item Aragorn will have need of before all is done. He knows of its making, and it will be a sign to him that the hour has indeed arrived when he must seize that which is his. I hope it will be a comfort to him too in distant lands. When the Dunedain are all assembled, I will send for you. I must be sure someone can bear this item to him. I will call you before the rangers depart. Thank you, Madriel. This means a great deal to me. I like your dress. Can I have it? I like her hairstyle too. Oh, they did the same thing to the library. Good. No more portals. I like that. It will not be easy to gather the Dunedain as quickly as it must be done, Madriel. It would be best for you to bring the message to certain of Aragorn's kin, that they may then speak to the rest of their people while you travel to those of more distant lands. I have prepared the names of those to whom you must speak. Walk with me, and I will tell you where they can be found. My sons tell me that the ranger Radnir has come to Thorinhad in the Trollshaws. He will be closest. Radnir is humorless, but among the trees of the Trollshaws, he is more at home than any. He is an expert in herb lore. You will find the ranger Candaith in the lowlands at the base of the hill called Weathertop. He knows much about the lore and heritage of the Dunedain. Ceradan is more settled than many of the Dunedain. He has a cabin in Breland and is held in higher regard by its people than others of the Rangers. Do you have any questions about these three? No, I'm familiar with them all. Once you have met Radnir in the Trollshaws and told him that the Rangers must assemble, you should travel west into the Lowlands. At the base of Weathertop, you will find Candaith. He is sure to join the Grey Company. After you have spoken to Candaith, you will travel into Breland to speak with Ceradan at his cabin. He is not as prone to wandering as others of his kin, but he must be told of Aragorn's need. But there are other rangers you must find. The ranger Halros has a camp in the Shire near the outskirts. I would tell you the names of the nearby towns, but I do not know them. I have not concerned myself with the dealings in the Shire as Gandalf, Aragorn, and Halros have done. The ranger Halbarad has always had the ear of Aragorn, his chieftain. You will find him at the hidden camp of Estelden in the North Downs. Calenglad has overseen the defense of Anuminus on the shores of Lake Evandem for many years. He has known Aragorn all of his life. I do not doubt he will ride with the Grey Company. Do you have any further questions? No? Halros, Halbarad, and Calenglad will speak with others of the Dunedain near the borders of the Shire and throughout the North Downs and Evandem, but there are 2 more rangers you will need to find personally. The distances are simply too great for anyone but you to cover in time. The ranger Lothrandir watches the frozen northern lakes of Forest Shell, home of the Lossoth. And yet the Grey Company needs Lothrandir, despite the incredible distance. He spent much of his life in the wide southern lands and is familiar with their peoples. This way, Medriel. The last ranger I would have you find is Coronir. You will find him in Oghair, in Angmar. Coronir is less bold, perhaps, than others of the Dunedain. Father, I do not understand. There's another ranger in Angmar that should be part of the Grey Company. Why should Golodir not join the Grey Company? Golodir, you say? You could not know this, Medriel, but Golodir has suffered much already. It was before the gates of Corndum that Golodir's daughter was slain by the false king of Angmar. Golodir has nothing left to give, and cannot rightly be asked to do so. Let him remain in Eriador, where he can nurse his grief. Coronir will go in his place. Golodir was a strong man and true of heart, but my father is right. He has suffered much. I did not know. I know very little of Coronir, beyond that he is loyal to a fault. Did he not remain in Oghair for years, awaiting Golodir's return from beyond the Ramas Delawan? And so it shall be, Medriel. You will walk the paths of Eriador one more time in search of these Dunedain. They will gather others of their kin, and when all is made ready, the Grey Company will set forth. It will be done as Galadriel of Lorien has asked. We respond to her messages with the haste we must, and with the messenger those messages deserve. A runekeeper of proven loyalty to gather the Grey Company in time. Very good, Medriel. Many hopes rest on your journey throughout Eriador to gather the Dunedain for their journey.
In the watches of the night, messages came from Galadriel of Lorien. Messages that give me pause. The company that set forth from Rivendell with 9
Seem to be missing
now
something.
departs with 8, bearing the gifts of the Lord and
There
Lady.
should be some dialogue.
Their road
here,
takes
but
them
I
now
don't
down
hear
the
it.
waters of Anduin and beyond my sight.
Okay, that was odd.
It will not be an easy task to gather the Dunedain.
Master Elrond was right to impress upon me the need for haste, Medriel. If Aragorn has need of the Dunedain, they will need to be gathered with as much speed as can be managed. It will not be an easy task, for the Dunedain are given to wandering the wild. They may be scattered across all of Eriador.
You must travel to Thorinhad to speak with Elrond.
The sons of Elrond have already left for Thorinhad to prepare for the coming journey. Elrohir did say that one of the Dunedain, a ranger named Radenir, was staying for a few days at their camp. As Barnhad is nearest to Rivendell, You should travel there first to speak to Radonir before seeking the others. I have met a few of Aragorn's kin, but Radonir is known to me, for he journeys off into the trackless Ettenmoors and often stays here in Rivendell. For a time, my brethren sought to convince him to join the company in song in the Hall of Fire, as Aragorn would, but Radonir would have none of it. Travel to Thornhad, north of the Brunnen Gorges in the Trollshaws, and speak to Elrohir. He will introduce you to Radonir. Once the ranger is told of the messages from Lorien, you can seek out the others Master Elrond suggested. So, we need to go down to Thornhad in the Trollshaws. But before we do that, there is one little side trip I would like to make. And I think I'm going the wrong way. I certainly am. I don't think the stable has the connection I'm looking for, does it? Oh, that's the town crier. It's not even a stable. Derp. This is the stable. Ba, 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 ba. Now, oh, that would be lazy to take the stable from here to the other side of Rivendell. Okay, I'm not even that lazy. So we're going to ride over to the Rivendell stable because that one did not have what I was looking for. Because before we leave Rivendell, we must make a side trip up to the Misty Mountains and find a goblin to kill. Unfortunately, with the exception of warband, not a warband, what are they called? Can't remember. Well, if we run across one, we'll definitely know. They're usually level 90, 95. I would get thoroughly stomped.
How can I be of service?
But yeah, with the exception of that, we shouldn't even aggro anything. Blood's Camp. That's where we're headed. I'm actually surprised the other stable doesn't have Blood's Camp as one of the points it goes to. All right. Maybe we should take a goat out here. I think they're a little more acclimated to the cold than the horses. Not warbands. Warbands or Rohan. I'll think of it. It's been a long time since I've had to deal with one. Oh. Those are some side quests here in Misty Mountains. I will take that platinum. Okay. Snow Beast. We'll take the Dwarf Iron. Guess why not? Snow Larkers. Kitty cats. I mean, yeah, they're kitty cats. There are kitty cats that would chew your face off. They're still kitty cats. Snow bears. I wonder if I look at the map. No, I don't see anything. I don't think you actually see it on the map. I think you only see it on the mini map. So basically, if I see a dot on the mini map, that is not good. Especially here. I think I might have gone the wrong way. Yeah, I think I did. I think I want to be... Which way did I want to go? Over here? Yep, I do think it was over there somewhere. We're looking for the goblins. And I know that the way that we were just headed was not the goblins, but it was the Darhans. Did I? Yeah, I already have that stable. Okay. This makes me almost tempted to grab the first quest of the Misty Mountains because it comes out. Actually, not the first one. Maybe the second or third one comes out. White Clef. I believe that's what we're looking for here. Yep. We should find a... I was going to say, we should find a goblin in here. For the Grey Hammers, you cry as you defeat your foe. Alright, that was painfully easy. At some point, I'll make a few side trips to cover regions that we skipped on the way to Moria. So, see, what all did we skip? Angmar, Misty Mountains, Aragion, and Forest Shell. Those are the ones that we skipped. But I'm thinking I'm going to make those kind of a separate mini-series so that we don't impede progress here in the main storyline. So what do you think? Would you be interested in a few side trips along with the regular videos? Let me know. Everybody say hi to Miss Maylee, who is, well, trying to control what I'm doing. She's not very good at steering, though. So we've done that. Now we can head back down to Rivendell. And then from Rivendell, we will head to Thorinhad. Because, well, we have rangers to find.
Megavanen.
Megavanen. I would like to go down to... Forgot there's so many places here. I would like to go down to Thorinhad, please. And thank you. Actually, one of the better looking moose outfits. Yeah, if I had a moose like that, I would ride it. It looks nice. Okay, so we're at Thornhead. And here's Elrond's sons. Elro here.
Roddenir has left Thorinhad and gone into the wilderness of the Trollshaws.
I'd love to give Radnir word of our meeting at my father's house, Medjil, so he would have some expectations of the road ahead. But it seems he has left Thornhead and gone again into the wilderness of the Trollshaws. He has left a few parcels here, so I am sure he intends to return. But he should be told the message you bear as soon as may be. I and my brother have already begun to assemble some of the supplies the Rangers will need if they head south, but it will take some time before they are ready. Speak to Elwillith by the horses, for she will know where Radnir planned to journey, if any will. Radnir is slow to laugh and to smile, but in Elwillith's company, I have observed it most frequently. So, I guess he's friends with her. Or at least friendly with her.
How can I be of service?
You're looking for Radnir, Medjil. He left not so long ago, and he took no horse. The Dunedain will ride when they must, but he has confided to me that he is more comfortable when on foot. Always behind his words to me was a current of, I do not know how best to say it, other than to say that Radnir seemed always to be waiting for something, somehow. I wonder if the tidings you bring are those for which he has waited so long. I wonder, too, if they will send him from the Trollshaws, and for how long. I will miss his visits if this be so, for I will not remain in this Middle Earth for much longer. I will not delay your errand for personal reasons, Medjil. Radnir spoke to me of his plans. He learned that a war band of orcs from the Ettenmoors has established a camp within the Lanen Caves here in the Trollshaws and sought to confront them. The Lanen Caves are in the northwest reaches of the Gladall, the wood troll-infested marsh of the North Trollshaws. So she's fond of him too, but that's not going to stop her from leaving Middle Earth when her time comes. Which is perhaps for the best that Radnir will be leaving. They will both be too busy to notice the absence of the other. And we will stop here. The next time we will go looking for Radnir. But until then, bye for now.